Shut up and sit down.
Welcome to Being on Stage, the only podcast that gives you motivation, inspiration, and confidence to be better on stage. No matter how you entertain, sing, dance, band, comedian, public speaking, MC, drag, burlesque, performance art, or street performer, this is the show for you. Hey rock stars, Reggie Dawson here, your host of the Being on Stage podcast. Welcome back and thank you so much for tuning in. Did you know that anybody can perform anything on stage? That's true. Anybody can do anything. Any talent can be performance worthy. It doesn't matter what your talent is. Everything can be on stage. My strong belief is every single person on the face of this planet should have the opportunity to stand on stage and showcase their gifts. Even if their gifts is just lip syncing to a song while performing it. That's what I do. That's what I've done for 12 years, and I've loved every single minute of it. I've met some amazing people, and I've learned some amazing things from some amazing people. So why are you standing in your own way? Why are you afraid to showcase your talents on stage? Maybe you are a singer, but you have another hidden talent that maybe you're afraid to showcase. Why? Why are we not putting things out there that make us unique and make us amazing and show the world what we can do? I'm going to dive even deeper into that. Before I do, I need a favor. I need you to go to beingonstage.com, scroll down and subscribe to the Rockstar Lounge so that you can get all the tips and the tools that I'm going to be sending your way. It just takes your name and your email and you are subscribed and locked in, and I'll give you a free copy of my book just for subscribing. Also, head over to iTunes, click subscribe there because you are going to want to be in the know when episode 50 drops, because I will be divulging the secret of a successful performance. That's right, it's finally gonna be unveiled, the one thing that every performer needs to know in order to be successful on stage. I'll be telling you what that is in episode 50. Make sure you're subscribed, and if you don't listen on iTunes, you can subscribe on any platform you listen on. Just go to my podcast and look for the big button that says subscribe. Getting back into performing, any talent can be a performance. Look at America's Got Talent is probably one of my favorite contest shows. You know, there's Idol, there's Voice, there's this, there's that, there's him, there's her, there's all this crap out there. America's Got Talent is by far my favorite contest show. The reason is because the talent that's on there is stuff that sometimes you just couldn't even imagine it would be put on a stage. You couldn't imagine someone coming up with this and putting it on a stage. I think it was like the first or second season I was watching, and there was a group of guys, one guy in particular, and his specialty was, he called himself the Nutcracker. I think that's what it was. But he literally would do different stunts and land on his junk. It seems like it would be very painful for any man to watch, let alone perform, but he would do it over and over and over. Like, he jumped from like 10 feet in the air doing a freaking spread eagle on a 2x4 and just crashing down, and that was his talent. Needless to say, he was an idiot and probably never had children, but he made it through to the next round. Why do you think that is? It's because it's unique. It's because it's different. It's because people would never imagine seeing that or thinking about that as a performance, but he made it one. Any talent can be a performance if you make it one. Every show that I do, every episode that I post and put out there talks about different ways that you can do better on stage, different ways that you can improve your stage performance and what you put out there. Not one time will you hear me mention that you can't do that on stage. Not one time will you ever hear me tell you that that's not something that should be out there. It doesn't matter what your talent is. You belong on stage. We all belong on stage. Every single person on the planet should have the experience of standing up on stage, sharing their talents, getting the recognition from the audience, and getting that applause at the end and feeling that energy. The energy of being on stage, no pun intended, is like nothing you will ever feel anywhere doing anything in your life. It is entirely a unique feeling. It's not something that can be described. It's not something that can be replicated and reproduced. It's a true feeling that you have to feel in the moment. There's no way to get around it. You have to be in that moment and have that. I know that some people suffer from performance anxiety or stage fright. I know that some people don't see themselves on stage, or they don't think that their talent is stage worthy. I'm here to tell you, I am on your side 100%, except you're wrong. You do belong on stage. Your talent is stage worthy. You can do this. You can get through the anxiety. You can get through the fear. You just have to get out of your own way. That's what's going on here. Everything that you think, there's this little voice inside of you telling you it can't happen. Well, let me be this big voice outside of you telling you, yes, it can. You can be on stage. You can be a performer if that's truly what you want. And even if it's not truly what you want, if you just think you want to give it a shot, you can do it. There's so many performers, and I guess they're retired performers. I don't know what happened, but they started things when they were young, gymnastics, cheerleading, things like that. And, after we graduate high school or college, kind of burns out. We, quote unquote, grow out of it. But why? Why do we grow out of performing? Is it because it's something childish? Look at all these people that are doing amazing, amazing, amazing things on Cirque du Soleil. Look at all these amazing people that are doing amazing, amazing things at, oh my God, I've seen amazing shows at Busch Gardens. I've seen amazing shows at Disney World. There are thousands of people that get to do what they love every single day, and it's because they took a chance. It's because they stepped up and they got out of their own way and they took action and they kept going. That can be you. You don't have to stand in your own way. Just take one step to the left and move yourself right on forward. Get out of your own way. You know that you loved being on stage and performing when you were younger. You know that you loved being on stage and performing that summer when you did all those talent shows in Cabo. You loved it. You know you loved karaoke on spring break and you weren't really drunk. Why aren't you pursuing this? Why aren't you trying something on stage? And if you're afraid of how you're going to get out there and where you're going to perform, do yourself a favor. Go on Facebook, go to events, and type in open mic night. I guarantee you're going to find something. You may have to drive 45 minutes to get there, but how important is this that you get to be on stage? That's the next thing. Anyone can perform, but how important is it to you? You got to have passion. You got to have drive. If it's something that you want to try once or twice and see how you feel, that's fine. But you still got to have the passion to get there. You still got to have the passion to get yourself on stage. This is all in your head. Everything about being on stage is all mental. Beyond the talent, beyond what you do, talking about the actual act of stepping foot on stage, it's a mental game. You have to tell yourself over and over and over again, you deserve this. You are talented. And it does not matter what you do or what anybody says. What matters is that you get out there. So take a moment. What are you good at? List it off. I'll wait. Okay, I'm not really going to wait that long because silence on a podcast, let's be honest, it's pretty boring. You can pause if you need to, but make a list of what you're good at. And I'm not talking about, I can type 120 words per minute and I can make a great PowerPoint presentation. Not any of that crap. I mean, although I would love to see someone turn PowerPoint creation into a performance. Just saying, send me the video. But think about what you're good at. Can you hula hoop? Can you spin a hula hoop on your wrist? I saw a girl doing that at a festival and she looked amazing. She looked like she was ready to get up on stage just by spinning a hula hoop around her. Didn't even use it on her waist like the conventional hula hoop way. Around her arms, around her neck, through her put her body through the hula hoop. What are you good at? I'm really good at being energetic. So I lip sync and perform on stage because I'm really good at lip syncing and I'm really good at making a song come to life. And yes, I do believe lip sync is an art. And yes, I do believe that it is a valid performance way because trust me, at the energy level that lip sync artists put out there is just, it's beyond anything. Anyways, are you good at flipping a hat? Are you good at juggling? Are you good at hacky sack? Maybe you write poetry. Maybe you secretly write raps. All these things can go on stage. You can flip your hat around on stage and create a whole act around it. Look at all the circus performers out there. People are flipping all sorts of stuff. I think I saw a guy juggling lamps on YouTube once. anything, literally anything can be on stage. That is the beauty of the arts. It does not matter what it is, it matters what it does and that it gets done. Keep shining.